Hey everybody, and welcome back to another One of Everything Wednesdays. I am your host, MrBevers. That's right, we are continuing, continuing with the Roundtable, or the Trading Post, which is their game shop that is attached to the Roundtable. The Roundtable is a gaming tavern and cafe located in Guelph, Ontario. The Trading Post is their shop that's attached to them. They also do other things. They've got some stuff there. I'll leave a link to their site below in the description. But they've had a lot of packs. Let's put those in the shot there so that you guys can see them. Maybe over a little farther. There we are. So we've got 10 packs to do today. We've got 10 more packs for next week. Holy moly. Let's put those off to the side there, like so. And let's get these guys. Now, we always start with the newest first. Well, the newest this week is Time Spiral. Then Cold Snap. Then Dissension, Guild Pact, Ravnica, Saviors of Kamigawa, Betrayers of Kamigawa, Fifth Dun, Mirrodin, and Corset. No Darksteel, unfortunately. But hey, what can you do, right? No Darksteel, what can you do? Now, I don't know, again, last week I sort of like had the, no one really commented and let me know what they thought, but I had sort of like all the sites, I had all of the sets open in another window. And it made the video really friggin' long. So we're definitely not, I don't think I want to do that again this week. So if you notice anything, of value and I kind of blow past it, please let me know. Of course, I will be double checking everything afterwards, but just in case, let's, keep me honest. I want to make sure the good stuff goes into the patron pile. So keep me honest, okay? Time Spiral is next, or I should say first this week. Let's get right into it. It looks like there's a number of things that we could be finding in this set. But again, I don't know if there's any commons or uncommons. You guys will have to let me know if there's something I need to look for. We'll take a slow peruse through the commons. Oh, Mystical Teachings. That's actually a pretty good card. It's been reprinted a couple times. Two-Headed Sliver. Slivers are always popular as well. Prismatic Lens. And those are our commons. Okay, we've got a Pendelhaven Elder. I have no idea what this is worth, if anything. But it's a 1/1 Elf Shaman for 2, which says each 1/1 creature you control gets +1/+2 until end of turn. I don't know if that's useful, but it's definitely a thing. Then we have a Nightshade Assassin. A 2/1 for 4 with first strike. The Griffin Guide. This is an enchantment that got reprinted as well, I believe, in one of the... I want to say one of the core sets that got reprinted it? Maybe it wasn't a core set, maybe it was something else. Anyway, and our rare, hey, is a Gemstone Cavern. And that is, from what I can tell, the top hit from this set, so that's pretty funny. And also amazing. Gemstone Cavern. That's a $25 card right there. Pretty nice. I have some of the original printings of this card. I believe they were from Weatherlight, I want to say. Oh, yes, right. And then this is the set where it had like the weird time-shifted cards. So like this is from like an older set, but they just printed it as like the... It's in the back, and it's got a purple logo as opposed to... But Prodigal Sorcerer, this card's a lot of fun, too. Holy moly. Anyway, Gemstone Cavern, that's a pretty sweet card, and we'll put the Prodigal Sorcerer there just because it's got the purple symbol. I don't know if that means anything. Cold Snap is next. I don't know if there's anything of interest or note in Cold Snap. I know Mishra's Bauble was the thing that everyone was chasing for a while there, but since it got reprinted, it came down in price quite a bit, right? So, I don't know where it's sitting these days. But let's see. Let's see what we can find. Oh, well, we hit a snow-covered mountain right off the get-go there. So, we will put that off to the side as well. Because snow-covered lands are always fun. We got a Chill to the Bone, Goblin Rhyme Runner, Surging Might, I forgot that the snow-covered lands were in this set. I'm not going to read all these cards, but I will go through them slowly. We should be coming up to the uncommons here. Okay, so this is an interesting set because the uncommons, the icicles actually look darker than the commons. So like if you look at like this land, you can see that the common is kind of white, right? It's white, whereas the uncommon is, it almost looks like black because they filled it in with silver, which made it darker. So anyway, we've got Chiroclasm, which is a 3-mana sorcery. Destroy target plains or island. Chiroclasm deals 3 damage to that land's controller. We have a Juniper Order Ranger. And our rare. Our rare is a Jucal Mortar. Jucal Mortar? A 12/12 Trample Leviathan. Ah, the Leviathans. So 12/12 for 7. 4 and blue. When it comes into play tapped. When it comes into play, sacrifice it unless you sacrifice 5 lands. It doesn't untap during your untap step. Whenever you play an island, you may untap it. Holy moly. Ho! We got a foil uncommon. A foil Treasure Horn Sinks. It's just a fancier one of these lands. And by fancier, I mean older. It's just one of these guys. Like, it'll just go into the pile of lands that nobody cares about or wants. Now, that's not, I mean, maybe the art and the fact that it's from an older set makes it cooler. I don't know. Dissension. It looks like we didn't really hit anything of note out of the Cold Snap pack. Now, I could be wrong. Please let me know below in the comments, but we'll find out. Next up is Dissension. So I don't know if we... Let's see. Maybe I will do this thing, and maybe I lied to myself and everyone else. I will do this thing. Okay. Oh, we've got the Shocklands are in this set, are they? I guess this was the original printing of the Shocklands. So, again, we won't read off all the commons, but we will go through them slowly. Oh, the Signets are in this. Interesting. Okay, I guess that makes sense since this was like sort of like the original like guild set. Ooh, an Eidolon. A kill suit cultist. Why does it sound like something that should be in like one of the unsets? Rakdos Guild Mage. There you go. A 2/2 for a red-black or red-black, and then you can pay 4, 3 and a black. Discard a card, target creature gets -2/-2 until end of turn, or pay 3 and a red, and put a 2/1 red goblin creature token with haste into play, remove it from the game at the end of turn. Gnat Alley Creeper. It's a 3/1 for 3, and it can't be blocked by creatures with flying. And we got a Skullmead Cauldron. That sounds delicious, doesn't it? Doesn't it just sound delicious? Skullmead. Who doesn't like that? Gain a life, discard a card, gain 3 life. And our rare is a Bronze Bombshell. When a player other than Bronze Bombshell's owner controls it, that player sacrifices it. If the player does, Bronze Bombshell deals 7 damage to him or her. So it's a card that you just want to like pass off to your friends. It's a 4/1 for 4. And just like, here. Guild Pact is next. I'm guessing Guild Pact also has Shocklands in it. Is that correct? Maybe I'm incorrect in that statement, but I would assume that these all... I'm assuming Dissension wasn't the only one that had the Shocklands in it. Again, I was not playing during these sets, so I have no friggin' idea. Yes, it looks like Shocklands here as well. Okay. Alright, again, we'll go through the commons real slow because I've never seen them. Oh, they had the dual things, or I don't know what you guys call these, but it's like the lands that make 2 instead of only 1, and you have to return a land when you play them. I don't know what the name of those were called. Burp, 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 burp. Oh, repeal. Good old repeal. What else are we going to find here? What do we want to see? That's the real question. And these packs are harder to tell if you have a foil or not, right? Because the foil takes the slot. Like, so if you're missing a common, you've got a foil common. If you're missing an uncommon, you've got a foil uncommon. At least that's what it seemed like when we got the foil treasure horn. Skarg, the rage pits. It's the rage pits. Watch out. Vacuum melt. Okay. Caustic rain. Remove target land from the game. Not destroy it. Remove it. In other words, exile it. So this is an exile a land then. Wow. Okay. Hey, it's our boy, Niv Mizzet. This guy's been reprinted in like every master set almost. It's ridiculous how much he's been reprinted. And there he is. There he is. I don't think he's worth anything, but he's there. So there was an uncommon in Guild Pack that was worth $14. Shattering Spree. We didn't see that, I don't think. And our next set up is Ravnica, City of Guilds. Ooh, we could find a lot of cool stuff in this set, couldn't we? Couldn't we? Let's find out. Let's find out if we get there. Oh, the Greater Moss Dog. Oh, man. Okay, so I did play a bunch during Ravnica. The original Ravnica. I just didn't end up playing after Ravnica. So I didn't play a lot of Dissension or Guild Pact or Cold Snap. Things like that. Like, I did... Like, right after Ravnica's basically when I stopped playing for, like, I think 4 or 5 years. Sewer Dredge? Yeah, smash. So, like, a lot of these cards I'm finding very familiar. Sky Knight Legionnaire, Peel from Reality, yeah, Seeds of Strength, Oathsworn Giant, and our first uncommon... Ooh, no, that was our first uncommon. Okay. Second uncommon is a Nightmare Void. And then we have a Bell Tower Sphinx. Now, what do we find? Oh, my goodness! That is a foil doubling season! Wow! Wow! I know it just got reprinted and everything, and so its price has come down quite a bit, but holy moly! A foil doubling season out of a random pack of Ravnica. Oh, man. Well, patrons, I hope all of you are ready for a nice foil doubling season to come your way. There it is. Saviors of Kamigawa is next. I don't know how we're going to top that out of the rest of these packs, to be honest. But holy moly, that is hype. This Trading Post has been doing us a solid by adding a lot of sweet stuff to the patron pile. Holy moly. What do we got? This is Saviors of Kamigawa. Saviors of Kamigawa. Man, it's foil doubling season. The only thing that would have made it better would have been a foil Bob, but holy moly, we'll take a foil doubling season. Jeebus. Okay. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Freed from the Real. There's another card that's been reprinted a bunch. Nat Miser. I believe there are some commons in this set that are worth a couple $. Is that correct? Yeah, the Secura Tribe Scout is worth $2. Footsteps of the Goryo is an uncommon worth $2. Looks like nothing else in the uncommon or common slot. Oh no, the Nagata? I don't know how to pronounce that. I apologize for butchering its name. That looks like all of them. Okay, well. Let's see, we're going to move on to our uncommons now. Aether Shockwave. Haru Ona. Gaze of Adamero. And Ashes of the Fallen. Oh, we did get a foil, though. Oh, look at that. A foil Oppressive Will and Ashes of the Fallen as our rare. I don't think Ashes of the Fallen was worth anything there. I didn't see anything. Holy moly. Okay. Deselect that and go to Betrayers. Betrayers is next. What are we going to find in Betrayers? Goryo's Vengeance. Jite. Kira the Great Glass Spinner. Disrupting Shoal. Mirror Gallery. Let's see what else we find. Now, you guys have seen me open up some Betrayers before from one of my other shops that I stopped at. They did have Betrayers as well. Betrayer seems to have packs kicking around. A lot of the other Kamigawa sets don't. I don't know why that is. I don't know what's preventing Betrayers from going off the shelves. But maybe there was just a higher print run of them. I don't know. Or maybe there just wasn't as enough value in them for people to snap them up off the shelf. I don't know. I don't know. Crack the Earth. Floodbringer. Ooh, Pedal Main Baku. Alright, our first uncommon is a Cunning Bandit. And this is like the original flip cards. So the flip cards were this way. So it's like you'd have a thing here and something would trigger it and it would flip to this side. That's how they did the original flip cards before they figured out the flip them over like this. Heed the Mists. Okay. And Suzuki Summons. Making some snakes. Who wants snakes? We're going to make some snakes. And we got a Chase Heart of Oceans. Heart of Oceans. I don't think that was on the list. Doesn't look like it. Fifth Dawn is next. Who's ready for some Fifth Dawn? I know Salmon probably is. Let's see. I have that box that Salmon sold me his box of Fifth Dawn that he bought and he was sitting on. And it's sitting on my shelf. And I told him that I would never open it. I bought it from him and I'm just going to sit on it forever. Just because that's what that's what he bought it for. He bought it to sit on it. And so I'm going to sit on it. I told him I would honor his memory. Plush Crafter. Ooh. Again, I played a little bit during Fifth Dawn. This was just before I took my break before returning to Ravnica, when Ravnica came out. I played it. No, actually, I played the Mirrodin block and the Kamigawa block, and then I played up to Ravnica and then stopped. So that's when I stopped. Ooh, Dawn's Reflection. It's a fun card. Spark Elemental. Good old 3/1 haster. Okay, our first uncommon is a Fangren Pathcutter. And then a Composite Golem. And then a Sky Hunter Skirmisher. And our rare is a Razormane Masticore. This card's actually pretty fun. It's not like a crazy amazing, but it's an interesting one, that's for sure. I don't think I saw any of the commons or uncommons worth of note there, because there's Eternal Witness. It looks like we have, what is this? Relentless Rats, Paradise Mantle, Grafted Wargear, Grinding Station. We didn't see any of those. Those are all commons, or uncommons. We didn't see Lantern of Insight. So, there you go. But, Razormane Masticore. Neat. Man, foil doubling season though. We've already won for the day. We've already won for the day. That's already a thing that's happened. Let's go to Mirrodin next, right? Mirrodin next. Alright. Of course, we've got Chalice of the Void in this pack. Tooth and Nail, Extraplanar Lens, Mesmeric Orb, Chrome Mox. Lots of good stuff. Lots of good stuff. Ooh, Scale. I don't know if there's any commons or uncommons. Let's just take a quick peek here. Lightning Greaves, Isochron Scepter. Those are both in the uncommon slot. Talisman of Progress. Fabricate. Power Conduit. Oh, Molten Rain is $2? Really? In the common slot? Huh. The things that you find out when looking up prices of things, right? No idea. I had no idea that Molten Rain was... Why is Molten Rain $2? Is it because it's a good land destruction card? What is... Destroy target land if it is non-basic It deals 2 damage. Oh, I see. Okay, so it's just an added benefit. Gotcha. Okay. So Molten Rain is the common we're looking for. All the other commons are just commons, and that's it. There might be a couple that are worth $1 or more. I don't know. I'll have to go back and take a look. But none of them are over 2. Okay, so Talisman of Indulgence is not the Talisman. We want Talisman of Progress. Slith Ascendant. Wall of Blood. Blood. It's an O2 for 3. Pay a life, and it gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Fun times. And a rare? A Rule of Law. I don't think I saw that. Oh, I did. $3. There you go. A card to add. Ah, yes. Who's ready? You guys all know, like, we've been looking for core sets, right? What is this? 8th edition? Or is this 7th edition? I want to say that this is 8th edition. Does it say somewhere on here? Because it just says core set, see? It just says core set. I think this is 8th. Yeah, 8th edition. Haha! See? Reading. Reading, kids. Alright, who's ready for white bordered cards? Because that's what we're about to see here. Oh. Here you go. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Those of you out there who hate white bordered cards, I'm sorry. But, geez, look at how great they look. They look so nice and clean. They get so dirty so fast. But look how clean they look. Grizzly Bears. Ah, the Stormcrow. Yes. And here, this is a core set for you. This is all just like, it's just basic creatures, you know, like this has Reach, but Reach didn't exist at this time. And our first uncommon is an Urborg Volcano. I don't think there's any, let me just double check, but I don't think there's any uncommons or commons in this set that are worth anything. Oh, that's not true. The Urza's lands are in here. Okay. And Merchant Scroll's an uncommon worth a couple bucks. Okay. And, and Physunctity or something like that is also an uncommon worth something. And none of these are uncommons. No. Okay. Alright. So we're missing an uncommon. Is that right? We only had 2 uncommons and then we have our basic land. So how does this work? That means we have a foil uncommon? I think that's what that means. We got a foil uncommon. So I think our rare is next. Okay, so our rare is next. And our rare is a Sacred Ground, which I don't think I saw in here anywhere as one of the cards of note. But it's a 2-mana enchantment that says whenever a spell or ability an opponent controls causes a land to be put into your graveyard from play, return that land to play. And our foil? Holy moly! We got a foil Urza's Power Plant. And look at that! Because it's a foil 8th edition card, it's black bordered. That's right. So that makes this higher on the desirable list, because people don't like white border cards for whatever reason. Probably because they do get dirty really fast, and they just don't look as nice. The black border really highlights the card, right? So, anyway. Wow, foil Urza's Power Plant. That will be going into the patron pile. What a way to end, too. Foil doubling season, foil Urza's Power Plant. We also hit a couple other things of note. Rule of Law. Gemstone Caverns was a good way to start things. We hit a snow-covered mountain as well, which was pretty nice. All in all, I think this was a pretty good week. Thank you so much for watching. I've been your host, MrBevers. Don't forget to tune in next week for the final chapter of the Trading Post, where we will be opening a bunch of packs, including some white packs. I think all of you probably already know what those packs are. If you don't, you will find out, and you will be so excited to see them. So excited. Thanks so much for watching. Check out Trading Post. Description in the link in the description below. Blah, 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 blah. Words and things and stuff. Thank you. Super professional here. You can tell we're running right off a script. Thanks for watching, everybody. And as always, may your pulls ever be better.